Ava had always loved proving people wrong. So when Max joked that she would never survive a night deep inside Black Hollow Forest, she immediately planned the trip. It was supposed to be fun. Just three best friends. A long weekend. No phones, no city noise. Black Hollow Forest in northern Florida was known for its quiet trails and thick pine trees. But locals often said something strange about it. That the forest didn't like visitors who stayed after midnight. Ava thought it was just a silly legend. By Saturday evening, they had set up 2 tents near a small clearing. The air smelled like wood smoke and damp soil. Crickets chirped loudly, and somewhere far away, an owl called into the darkness. They laughed, roasted marshmallows, and told stupid horror stories. "You know," Simon said jokingly, "they say this forest repeats your voice back to you." Max rolled his eyes. "Yeah, and it probably charges rent too." Ava smirked. "Please, I'm not scared of trees." But around 12:40 a.m., everything changed. Ava woke up to a low humming sound. Not growling, not an animal. It sounded like whispering, very faint, like multiple voices speaking at once. She sat up slowly inside her tent. The forest was completely still. Then she heard it clearly. "Ava." Her heart stopped. It wasn't loud. It wasn't aggressive. It sounded like someone standing right outside her tent. She quickly unzipped the tent and stepped out. The clearing was empty. Max and Simon's tent was closed. "Guys?" she called softly. No response. The whisper came again, from deeper in the forest. "Ava, come here." Her throat tightened. Max, Simon, stop playing. Still nothing. She walked toward the boys' tent and shook it lightly. No movement inside. She unzipped it, empty. Sleeping bags still there, shoes still there, but the boys were gone. Now panic began to rise in her chest. She grabbed her phone. No signal, of course. "Okay, not funny anymore," she shouted into the trees. The forest swallowed her voice. Then, from somewhere behind her, she heard her own voice. "Okay, not funny anymore." It repeated exactly what she had just said. Same tone, same fear. But it came from the trees. Her entire body froze. Slowly, she turned toward the sound. Nothing there. Just darkness between the trees. Branches creaked gently in the wind. Then she heard Simon's voice. "Ava, help!" It came from the left. Then Max's voice. "Over here!" But the voices overlapped unnaturally, like recordings being played together. Too perfect, too smooth. Ava took a step backward. "I'm not stupid," she whispered. The forest responded immediately. "I'm not stupid," it whispered back, this time closer, much closer. Suddenly something moved between the trees, a tall shape, unnaturally thin. It stepped into the faint moonlight, and Ava's stomach dropped. It looked like Max, but wrong. Its arms were too long, its smile too wide, its eyes completely black. "Ava," it said in Max's voice. Then its face twitched, glitched, shifted. Now it looked like Simon. "Come here," it said softly. Its jaw opened too wide when it smiled, like it wasn't used to having a human face. Ava stumbled back toward the clearing. "What are you?" she whispered. The creature tilted its head. Then behind her, another one stepped out. This one looked exactly like her. Same clothes, same terrified face, except it wasn't breathing. The copy of Ava smiled slowly. "You shouldn't have come," it said in her own voice. The forest suddenly grew louder. Whispers from every direction, branches snapping, footsteps circling her. The Max creature took one step forward, then another. They weren't running. They were herding her, pushing her back toward the center of the clearing, toward something behind her. Slowly, Ava turned around. In the middle of the clearing, there was a massive tree she didn't remember seeing before. Its trunk was twisted unnaturally, and carved into its bark were hundreds of names, some fresh, some old. At the very top, Max, Simon, and underneath, Eva. Carved deeply, still bleeding sap, her breathing became shallow. No, she whispered. The Eva copy walked closer to the tree. You don't leave Black Hollow, it said gently. The forest around her shifted. The trees looked closer now, like they had moved inward, closing the clearing. The Max creature smiled wider. You wanted to prove you were brave. The Simon creature laughed softly. So stay. The Eva copy reached out and touched her shoulder. Its skin was ice cold. The moment it touched her, everything went black. The next morning, a park ranger drove past the clearing. He noticed 2 abandoned tents, still zipped, still full of sleeping bags. No signs of struggle, no footprints leading away. Just 3 phones lying in the grass, all cracked, all recording the same audio file. 3 overlapping voices whispering, "Stay with us!" When authorities searched the forest, they found nothing. No bodies, no evidence. Just one strange thing. In the center of the clearing, a massive tree, and carved into it, 3 names, Max, Simon, Eva. But beneath those names, there were dozens more, and at the very bottom, 3 fresh carvings appeared overnight, the ranger's name, and the 2 officers who had searched the area. Because Black Hollow Forest doesn't copy voices to scare you, it copies them so it can replace you.